Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Melanie and I am with Country Outback Crafts. Today I'm going to do something way out of the ordinary and I'm going to show everybody how I make stuffed cabbage, or if you're Polish, Golumpkis. So bear with me. This is my first cooking live. So little grace, I'm going to do the best I can showing everybody and what I used. What I have is my head of cabbage that I froze for 48 hours. I do not boil my cabbage ever. It's frozen and I defrosted it for the day. I have a couple cans of diced tomatoes. I use Campbell's tomato juice, boiled rice, salt and pepper, onions, and 2 pounds, it depends how many you want to make, of the cabbage rolls. I am going to use probably 2 pounds of my hamburger, and onion. So the first thing I'm going to do, and again, I'll probably be in and out of the camera, is separate my hamburger. Welcome in, everyone. Again, I'm going to use approximately 2 pounds, so I'm going to eyeball it. I'm going to place the rest of this into my fridge. So bear with me. Let me wash my hands real quick. All right, we're going to fry this up. Again, I needed my spatula that I forgot to grab. And again, I'm just going to fry this up. I don't mean to be out of everybody's faces. You're going to add about a teaspoon of salt and pepper. And we are going to fry this up. And I'm going to add water to my pot so we could get my rice starting to boil. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Don't mean to have my back towards anybody. I'm going to start our water for our rice, and I'm doing my hamburger. And I know everybody does theirs different. This is just the way that I make them. Meanwhile, that's frying. I'm going to cut up an onion really quick. I'm using a whole onion. Welcome in, everyone. I don't know where my cutting thing is. I'll get used to this. Again, I'm just going to cut up a whole onion. Meanwhile, that hamburger's cooking. I am going to throw this all in with my hamburger. I know this is out of my normal, but everybody keeps asking how I make these. So I thought, what a better way than to just do a live on it. And I am, again, using the whole onion. It's about a medium-sized onion. And I am just going to throw it in with the hamburger and salt and pepper that we have put on. Welcome in, everyone. Again, I'm just going to add this to our hamburger. I hope everybody can see. I'm not used to this, so I'm hoping I can get you all to see as much as I'm doing. So I'm going to rinse this really quick. Get rid of the rest of this onion really fast. Right now I'm just frying up the hamburger and getting rid of our waste real quick. All everybody's really missing is frying this hamburger. Going to grab a quick tray so that when we go to make these, I have something to roll them in. That I did forget. Sorry for the noise. I forgot our pan to put it in. If I could hurry this along, I would. Welcome in, everyone. I know it's not what you're used to seeing, but I thought I would share my recipe real quick with everybody. For those that like stuffed cabbage or Golumpki. Meanwhile that's frying, I am going to spin y'all this way and start cutting this cabbage up. Again, this was frozen. Still may be a little in the center, but all I'm doing is cutting the core out the best I can right now, or away from it, so my leaves will pull off easily. And there we have our leaves, cabbage leaves. And I'm just going to start to separate these. I know a lot of people boil their cabbage, but to be honest with you, doing it this way is so much easier and so much quicker. And it comes out just as crispy, if not better, than if you were to boil them. Again, I'm just separating the leaves right now. And even if you were to boil them, you're going to get the same texture and same as everything as if you freeze it. Again, you have to freeze it though for 48 hours or more before you defrost it. All right, I'm going to dump some of this grease from this hamburger real quick. I haven't left anybody. I just want to drain this off really fast. I haven't left anybody. Just want to drain this. Oop, I didn't mean to hit you all. Alright, I'm just going to drain my hamburger. Only thing anybody's missing is me pounding the hamburger, frying the hamburger. All right, back to separating our cabbage. I don't mean to keep hitting the camera. Again, just pull your leaves off slowly. I'm going to make quite a few of these because we like to freeze ours, so if anybody needs me to recap or miss something, ask away. All I'm doing is separating my cabbage leaves right now and frying our hamburger behind me. It is still a little frozen towards the center, so just work with it and it'll fall all apart. I am going to check real fast on our hamburger. Don't mean to make you all dizzy. And so far all I did was hamburger, onions, and salt and pepper is in here. And this is going to go in the oven, so it is going to cook. So just if you par cook it, the hamburger and the onion, this way you don't have to put it in the oven to bake for so long as if you were to put it in raw. A lot of people do it raw. I like to pre-cook it so the onions get fried in it and stuff. But it'll do the same thing if you did it raw. It's just you cook it a lot longer. Again, we did a teaspoon of salt and pepper. 1 medium onion so far. Fried it up. Again, I wish I could hurry this procedure so everybody's not watching frying, but I can't. Wash my hands real quick. I'm going to drain this off one more time. We can get rid of this pot. Again, this is the simplest way to make stuffed cabbage. The simplest. The hardest thing is boiling the cabbage, but freezing it makes that go so much easier. I'm going to drain my hamburger one more time, and then we'll start mixing all the mixture. And put our rice in. I think the bowl that I chose may be too small. I'm going to drain this hamburger off once more. Left anybody. All right, we got that all drained, and we're good with our hamburger and our onion. I am going to set this mixture off to the side. And then we're going to do our rice. And I will put everything. I don't think it's going to fit in the bowl that I chose, so let me see if I can find something larger. Don't mean to move you. I forgot the can opener. I'm going to try to do my mixture in this bowl that we chose. If I need to go bigger, we will go bigger. I am going to pour in 1 can of diced tomatoes. Our hamburger mixture. Again, I have about 2 pounds. Maybe over a little 2 pounds of the hamburger. We're going to stir that up. I think we're going to be okay with my bowl choice. I am going to put 3 bags into our water for rice, and I am just using the white rice. Just going to place it in the water. I don't want to keep moving, y'all, to make you dizzy. I'm going to take and empty my second can of diced tomato into our mixture. Meanwhile, we're waiting for the rice. You can use seasoned diced tomatoes. I'm just using regular diced tomatoes, but you can use seasoned. The Campbell's I usually take and pour over the cabbage rolls before they go into the oven. All right, we can start. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for that rice. I'm gonna start and put you over here. Need you staring at our plug, so. All I'm gonna do is start cutting the center of our cabbages out. So everybody knows this part is really, really tough. So I'm just gonna cut that little part out. A lot of people like it. Everybody has their own preference. Again, I'm just cutting it out. I am going to put my oven on at 350. Again, if anybody wants me to go over something, it's really, really simple. I don't mind. Anybody make cabbage rolls or Golumpkis? If so, how do you guys do yours? Everybody's just jumping on. Say hello. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. If it gets down to the end and you just got little tiny pieces, I usually just keep those to lay over the blankets, cabbage rolls. All right, that is good. I have a couple more. These are fairly large, so these I might just lay over the top. I'm gonna throw out my scraps. Like I said, a lot of people like that center. I don't. All right, so we got our cabbage done. All we're waiting for is our rice. I am gonna just put a little bit. I don't know why my thing keeps shaking. I'm not hitting the camera at all, so I apologize if it's shaky. I'm just gonna put maybe a half a cup into our hamburger and onion and rice here in a minute mixture. Four minutes left on our rice. Again, welcome in. I don't know why this keeps shaking like that. Again, I apologize. We are just waiting on the rice, and then we can start to roll our cabbage. Again, I have my oven at 350. I'm going to rinse this off. anybody's watching this on the replay, if you type hashtag replay, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you share this out there. And just waiting on the rice. I am going to add in a small amount of garlic powder. I did want to use fresh garlic, but I usually will cook a little in with the hamburger, but I forgot. So I added a little garlic into it. Maybe a teaspoon. Garlic. Again, I like to use fresh, but I forgot to put it in there when we were frying it. All right, I am going to drain our rice. I'll be right back here. I haven't left anybody. Just rinsing our rice. All right, now that I have my hamburger, onion, garlic, salt, and pepper, we are going to add our rice into it. Again, this is the way that I make Golumpki or stuffed cabbage rolls. Everybody does theirs different. Anybody's just jumping on. Hello, hello, happy Thursday. I know this isn't my normal program, but a little out of the box today. But I thought I'd show everybody how I make my cabbage or Golumpki. So there we have our mixture. I'm gonna wash my hands and we're gonna start rolling. All right, again, nobody was here. or if you just popped on, we cut the center of the cabbages out. I don't know why this keeps jerking around. We cut the center of our cabbages out. And now I'm just going to start to take a spoon. Again, my oven is at 350. I'm going to start spooning them out and start rolling. And place them onto my tray. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Dawn. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Again, this is out of the ordinary. We're doing something different. But everybody wanted to see how I do them. Pretty as a picture. Again, I do not boil my cabbage. Oh, that sounds good as well. Delicious. That would be my dog dropping his Kong, so I apologize for that. This one's going to be a big one. Yeah, fill it a little more. Thank you, Dawn. They are delicious and so simple to make. The longest part is waiting for the hamburger. Actually, I should say the longest part is if you boil cabbage to make your Golumpkis. I do not boil cabbage to make my Golumpkis. This is how my grandma taught me. There we have it. So that's how I continue to do them. Welcome, Lydia. How are you? Again, if I missed anybody's comment, I am sorry. Thank you, Dawn, for catching that for me. Welcome in. Again, I know everybody's not used to me doing this. I thought I'd share this easy recipe and how simple it is. I am going to get this one pan rolled for everybody. Lydia, you're more than welcome. Oh, Dawn, they're awesome to freeze. That they are. Again, I did want this is 2.5 pounds and 3 bags of rice. And the reason I did that is the cabbage head that I had purchased, the leaves are huge. And if I have any extra, I like to lay them on the top after I pour the tomato juice over it. Great quick meal to pull out of the freezer as well. Dawn, you have to search high and low here to get cabbage leaf or cabbage this big. So it's not just you. I was lucky to find this, and I think it was 89 cents a pound, and that was still high. Again, these leaves are huge. Huge. Could probably get 2 out of this one. And if you don't get 2, at least you can use it as a blanket. All right, I'm going to do a couple more. Like I said, I want to leave some room in this pan. I don't like jamming them all together. Even though I did pre-cook everything, this one might fall apart. There is a hole in it. But that's what we have those extra sheets for. Little Band-Aids. I knew that one was going to fall apart. You just use it as a gauze, right? So that is what I have, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm going to do a few more, but not in this pan. But that is what we have. Again, I don't like to jam them all in there. And again, I love using tomato juice on mine. So all I'm going to do is pour my tomato juice over it. And I can't use anything but Campbell's. I don't know why it doesn't taste the same if you don't use Campbell's. But you use what you want to use. A lot of people like others. And I'm going to take these and cover the larger pieces. I'm going to use to cover up my cabbage rolls. Golumpki. That is what I have for us today. Like I said, this was out of the ordinary. Yes, I love, love, love tomato juice. So that's what we have, ladies. I am going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees and cook for 1 hour. Again, I have already cooked it or pre-cooked everything. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to bake it for an hour. And I don't even think it took us a half an hour to put that whole meal together. I don't mean to be out of everybody's faces. But that is what I have for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Again, it's out of the ordinary. I'm not usually in the kitchen. And you have, yes, Lydia, absolutely. And you have stuff to freeze on top of it. But that's my only cooking show. Stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers is really easy too, Dawn. Really easy. But anyhow, I thought I'd share this with you. I've never done this cooking thing. So I hope everybody enjoys it, shares it out there, and you enjoy it as well. Everybody have a great Thursday. Thank you for the hearts, the likes, and thank you for the shares. Everybody have a great Thursday, and I will see everybody really, really soon. Bye-bye.